Warning, touring this home may cause spontaneous daydreaming about moving to Georgetown, but there's only one way to find out. Let's go check it out. So grateful to have you back on the channel today, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Got an amazing home tour for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here, if you're looking for a home that is built with families in mind who love to entertain big, live big, and want a home that feels like a retreat every single day, then you're in for a great home tour. In today's video, we're going to get a deep dive perspective of the Jarrell Plan, built by Scott Felder Homes here in the beautiful community of Riverstone in Georgetown, Texas. First and foremost, we always talk about elevation. And before we even get anywhere further, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, because I know today is not a sunny day. It is fairly windy, but I felt imperative. Sometimes it's best to show you a beautiful home when things are not ideal. Like today's weather outside and temperature, seeing a home that boasts, hey, we got a lot of great natural light, a lot of great windows. Let's see it on a day like today when there's no sun at all. As you come up to this beautiful home, first and foremost, love the limestone, the stucco that they have, and the beater board right above the garage right there. That is really, really striking and very pretty. This particular property has some really nice natural live oaks right on the property. Really looks beautiful, and it's hard to find these kind of things, and it's hard to find a driveway. Before we go any further, just like this. Many times you'll see a driveway that can fit 2 cars for this 3-car garage, but having this extra bay right here that allows you for easy ingress and egress is so important and so vital. As we come up right here, really like the kind of detail that you see in a Scott Felder home. Take a look at this flat work with the salt finish right here. Really, really pretty. Just love the design, and this, it looks very, very sharp if you see it in person right here. And then because it's on the topography of the lot, you have this beautiful raised planter right here, where you have this magnolia tree, and you just walk right in right here, and you have a beautiful covered front porch as you come into the home with a really nice, very striking 8-foot door. You're gonna see in this video today a floor plan like this, why it's one of the top floor plans built by Scott Felder Homes. I'm gonna get into it all in today's video, and where you can build this plan all throughout the Austin Metro. But right here, there are so many amazing things about this particular community, Riverstone. I'm gonna close the door behind me. This particular community in Georgetown, Texas is absolutely on my short list of one of the best values in all of Central Texas. Take a look at this. Right as you come up into the beautiful family room, you got a beautiful open to below family room with all this detail within the tray ceiling, the can lighting, and this large, big as your fan, if you will, that overlooks the sliders, and a beautiful greenery within this lot. We are going to look at all the different aspects that make this floor plan amazing. But as you know, everything always begins right here in the kitchen. And ladies and gentlemen, you have an amazing kitchen. Here in the Jarrell Plan, it is all about the kitchen. It's all about the butler's pantry and the pantry. But if you love storage and you love cabinets, then ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a phenomenal kitchen. Just take a look at the design. First and foremost, you have the beautiful large center island with operable cabinet doors, great for our parties that we're having, our platters for the charcuterie board, anything you need like that. I know we use that at our home for the very same reasons. I just love having, instead of having these as blanks and not being able to be utilized, love the fact that all these are operable cabinet doors. It really makes the kitchen feel so much more useful. And if that's not enough cabinets, just take a look at all these 42-inch upper cabinets and cabinets on top of cabinets within this kitchen right here. You have a beautiful, large center island and more than enough room right here for a 12-inch overhang where you can have at least 3 or 4 bar stools. As we move on more right here to the left, these are the kind of details that so many of my clients are telling me that they're looking for in today's home, whether you are building from scratch or if you are buying and inventorying home like you see in today's video. But they are looking for spaces like this, where you have plenty of space between the kitchen sink right here, stainless steel single basin, and the range. This is slightly offset, but it is plenty of space right here between the two, where plenty of space for ingress and egress. You're not bumping into somebody. If somebody's here washing the dishes, prepping for the meals, getting the veggies ready, getting the meat ready, and then you got plenty of space right here. We're working as a team, right? So we need to be, we've got to help each other. Here, someone can be cooking and prepping or cleaning at the same time, and you're not worried about, hey, I got to do gymnastics to get around you. So it's very, very vital, and so many of my clients, these are the pain points they're telling me that we're looking for in our forever home. We want to make sure we have a kitchen that makes sense for everyday living. Now that we've been in our home and we're looking for a move-up home, something like that, this is the kind of floor plan that checks off so many boxes. And speaking of boxes, let's be honest, so many times the pantry is becoming an afterthought. It's becoming literally a checkbox of like, yeah, got a pantry, good luck trying to fit anything in there. How about this? How about a home like this Jarrell Plan, where you literally have a butler's pantry with a prep sink, a beverage cooler, and you have a large traditional pantry as well on top of this. This right here, I mean, absolutely, this is the kind of thing I'm looking for. This is the kind of thing that a lot of my clients are telling me, this is exactly what we are looking for. You got receptacles right here on this beautiful backsplash with the Schluter edge. Great for your KitchenAid mixer, your Nespresso machine or Keurig. I mean, this right here is absolutely the kind of thing that all my clients who want a large pantry and a oversized kitchen, if you will, this is what they're looking for. And I love having this fixed picture window right outside, allowing a lot of natural light in there. And as I mentioned to you, take a look at this. A real walk-in pantry where you actually have space for everything. Sam's, Costco, take note, because we're ready for you. And when you have a plan like this and you have space like this, you got plenty of space for everything you need in a pantry like this. Ladies and gentlemen, so many of my clients tell me this is exactly the type of pantry they're looking for. And it answers the very easy question for me, that why is this one of the most popular 2-story plans built by Scott Felder Homes across the Austin Metro? Because this plan can be built in numerous communities, but there's a reason why this particular plan just feels so much larger than the 3,800 square feet it is. Case in point, I absolutely love this. Surprisingly, is one of my favorite parts of the home. is when you have this many windows, 8 windows in your main dining area, where you can really enjoy. Today, take it with a grain of salt, it is completely gloomy, but where you can really enjoy natural light. I would love to have these windows. These are fixed picture glass windows. I would love to have these with roller shades. I would leave it open all day, and just a few hours at night, I'll close it. But this right here is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna take a couple steps back, because the part I really wanna mention to you is I just love the size. You can literally fit any kind of table you want when you have a dining area like this. This is absolutely phenomenal. There are multiple ways for ingress and egress to get out to the covered patio. You can use the sliders or another door, but right here off the dining area, there's no direct way to get to the covered patio. It would be using these sliders or the main door that can lead out to the covered patio. We're gonna go out there next, but we're gonna first, after we see this amazing kitchen, we're gonna focus right here on the family room. But before I go any further, the thing I wanna mention to you about this plan, this Jarrell plan, it is 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, and 2 powder rooms. How about that for good measure? You got a powder room on the first floor and the second floor. And you got 2 bedrooms down, you have an office down, you have an absolutely humongous utility room that you are gonna be very impressed with, and you got a great storage. You got 3-car garage, and upstairs, you got a game room, a media room, and 2 bedrooms, and a Jack and Jill bath, and a powder bath up there. So as we go down this particular hallway, let's take a look at the primary bedroom and the covered patio. But first, before we go any further, this right here is an absolutely amazing powder room. And the thing I forgot to mention while I tell you those stats about this particular home is it's over 3,800 square feet. So this Jarrell plan, I mean, it is room for everybody, and enough spaces where you're gonna need a lot of stuff to fill this entire beautiful home right here. As we go straight ahead into the primary bedroom, this is one of my favorite things about this primary bedroom right here is the beautiful cathedral ceilings. Take a look at this right here. I've had clients who have built this plan from scratch, and they have done the faux beams here. And when you have this amount of can lights, 4 can lights with this fan right here, it really sets it apart. And beautiful, 3 large, beautiful windows that allow a lot of great light to come in when our son wants to play friendly and come outside and hang out with us, then you can really enjoy. I cannot wait till you see this out here. We're gonna go out there next, but just take a look at this right here. As we pan left to right, this is a really good space. Some of the things I wanna mention to you and tell you about this particular neighborhood of Riverstone is it is really located in an amazing part of Georgetown, Texas. And there's a lot of value in a floor plan like this, in a community like this, built by a great award-winning builder like Scott Felder Homes. In this community, the tax rate out here is 1.82. 1.82, that is a really strong tax rate. The HOA is very nominal, less than $1,000 a year, and you have amazing spaces like this. So this is a phenomenal neighborhood. I'm going to go into more details and tell you about where we're located here off of Highway 29. But before I go any further, I got to show you obviously this beautiful right here primary bath, flanked by these 2 large fixed glass windows that I love that we have the obscure rain glass, but they're on both sides of this large shower, and it really looks sharp. And I love this little, like, almost looks like a fur down right here, and where you have these 2 can lights, and you got the rain shower head. I mean, it is really sharp. 2 different ways to get into the shower, through this door and through this other door straight ahead. But plenty of space right here. Look at this, look at the mud set right here. You got plenty of beautiful tile work they've done here, and you had this large niche. Really nice niche right here. This can easily fit, as we know, our Costco size shampoo and conditioner bottles. So many times I see these niches and they're just honestly not that large, and you can't fit everything you want to fit. So on that side, you have a beautiful shower with a freestanding tub, and here you have two great sinks with plenty of functional counter space, this really nice shaker style cabinetry, and beautiful fixtures. And what I love about this is that equal size on both sides. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's saying, hey, you know what? Why is there more space on that side? One side is a little bit bigger. I'm not going to lie to you, but they are both really good size. Here on this particular side, you got your lavatory. Directly across from me, you have a linen closet and a really nice walk-in closet that you're about to see. But this home, I mean, you're going to see when we go upstairs as well. I mean, it really feels large. And 3,800 square feet is literally just a number, because this particular home feels so much larger than the 3,800 square feet that it is. And I just love all this light that comes in naturally, of course. This is a beautiful, beautiful primary bath that really looks to me and feels like a spa type of experience in this home. Right through here, right in between these two vanities, is the main way you get in to your large walk-in closet. But take a look at this. This is a beautiful job. You know, the thing that really always impresses me about Scott Felder Homes, they do a wonderful job of storage and of really setting up their spaces in a way where they are practical and they're laid out well for everyday use. I'm gonna now step inside and I'm gonna stand here in the corner. This way you can get a really good perspective of this space of this large walk-in closet right here. Take a look at this. Now what I wanna mention to you is a little bit more about Riverstone. And as we go out to the covered patio, I'll tell you more, but we're located right off of Highway 29. And you're literally about 2 miles away from the Southwest bypass. And if you want to alleviate traffic where you don't have to mess with going down 29 to get to the HEB or Wolf Ranch shopping area, you can literally just use that Southwest bypass, head northbound or southbound on I-35. Or if you need to go shopping, then you know what? You're 3 miles away from the large brand new HEB and the Wolf Chase shopping area, where you got Target and you got everything in terms of all the shopping that you would need, all the pet stores, everything is located right in the Wolf Chase shopping area. Take a look at this. Before we go outside to that covered patio, I really wanted to show you this part right here, because this right here is, every time I walk past here, I'm just so impressed about how this floor plan just flows and just looks and feels. Take a look at this right here. One of the main reasons why so many want to move out to Riverstone and this part of Georgetown is not only because you get a tremendous value in the size of lots, where so many of these lots are literally 82 feet wide, when so many communities are moving to these 50s and 60s, and literally you can hear everything and literally feel like you have no privacy between homes. Here you have 82 feet of a lot, plenty of space on both sides where you can really enjoy. Take a look at this covered patio. This right here is absolutely amazing. Love the stained and beaded covered patio here. Plenty of can lights and two nice large fans. And if you love cooking and you love enjoying the outdoors, then you're absolutely gonna love this covered patio and enjoying the sheer size of this space right here. Straight ahead on your screen, you have a rough-in for a sink, multiple receptacles, and a wonderful spot right here for an outdoor kitchen. Now, mind you, I'm not 100% sure why the gas stub out wasn't on this same wall. I personally would have loved it right there. Not 100% sure why it isn't there, but rest be assured there is a gas stub out and electrical outlet right here. So everything we need is out here. I personally, if I'm being picky, I would have relocated or wonder why it was on that particular side. But one thing I cannot argue is this right here. I absolutely love this. You have this beautiful green space here in Riverstone, and it is one of the main key compelling reasons why so many folks love to move out to this beautiful community. Not only because you have a great tax rate, but you have peacefulness and serenity and zen like this right here, and you're still close to everything. So take a look at this right here. This is absolutely one of the main reasons. And another thing I want to mention to you is just love the backyard. Love the sheer size of this backyard, because it is perfect if you want to add a future pool, playscape, anything like that. You have the ability to do that, and you have all the greenery you would want directly behind you. And there are limited opportunities in this beautiful community of these greenbelt lots. So I want to make sure I show you that. This particular home at the time of this recording is available for sale, and it is at a phenomenal value. I promise you I'm going to speed up a little bit. I know I've been going in deep detail, but I wanted to make sure I show you these main aspects of the home first and foremost. Now that we've seen at the center of your screen, down that hallway, the powder room, the primary bedroom, and multiple ways to get out to your covered patio, we're now going to focus down this hallway where you have the utility room and you had the 2-bay garage. You have a 2-bay garage and a single bay garage that is, you were able to enter it on the front of the home. So take a look at this. You know, just like I showed at the beginning of the video, that driveway, love having that large driveway where we literally can have 3 different ways, if you will, or 3 different rows of parking to get in and out. So right here, this is a great location for a tankless water heater, and where we have a water softener loop. Here we have full irrigation on this property, front and back, and a finished garage where everything is painted. Not every builder does this, so I want to make sure I mention this. Everything is painted and just ready to go with trim. This is a really nice, well done garage. And this right here, plenty of value when you see this. I'll be honest with you, a lot of builders charge $1,500 to $2,000 to do the wiring for the 50 amp. If you have, or if you ever need electrical charging for the 240 kind of plug, it's already done for you. You just need to put the receptacle. So a lot of great value in a home like this, where so many things are done for us already on the front end. And take a look at this right here. Right as we come into the home, within this utility room, you have a beautiful, nice, large mud area that you'll see right here with a mud bench and storage. You lift right up there, you got a great little storage spot. Plenty of space right here to hang things. Only thing I would have loved to see here that's missing is having an electrical receptacle. You know, so many times our kids, they got all these things that they need to charge, and it's just easier to have it all in one space. So you can have the backpack hanging in one space, and you don't have to have things everywhere. You know what I mean? So I like this right here. Really like good functional counter space. Wish was a little bit more, but good functional counter space. Got a sink right here. Plenty of cabinetry. Take a look at this. Plenty of cabinetry on both sides. And this is a nice, large utility room. You know, you're not having to kind of wiggle your way in there. You got plenty of space in a home like this. This home, ladies and gentlemen, this Jarrell Plan, I tell you what, this is a phenomenal home. We're still on the first floor. And I promise I'm going to move quicker. and show you everything. You got a coat closet right here, right as you come up. Straight ahead, you got this beautiful 8-foot door. The curve that you're gonna see right when you come into this staircase is amazing. But you got an office down here, and you have a full bedroom and bath on the first floor. The very unique thing about this particular office, not only do you got 4 can lights and a ceiling fan, but love the windows in here. Really great windows. And you got this unique space right here. Tell me what you would do with that space right there. I think that's a great space. I was thinking about it when I first walked in here. Hey, you know what? A great space to put the printer over there, bookcase. Really like that. And it still makes it feel like you got an amazing space right there. You could center your desk with that window. I mean, there's a lot of great things you can do with that space right there. Really nice. Right as you come into the home, immediate left, you got the bedroom downstairs, and this first door to your left, that's gonna be the garage, the single bay garage, and I'll show you that. But this right here is the size of the bedroom down here. Really nice, because you know what? A lot of my clients, this is what they're looking for. This particular plan, believe it or not, and you don't have to trust me on it. You can literally call and verify. This plan is one of the #1 plans being built in Santa Rita Ranch in Liberty Hill, Texas, because so many of the folks who moved to that community have family that come to live with them, and they love this part of the plan. They love having the bedroom with the ensuite bath and having a nice walk-in closet like this in this particular plan. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that to you. You would not believe me, but I want you to call and verify. This way you know I'm a guy who always tells you the truth. Is call over there. They literally have a section, a brand new section that Scott Felder has in Santa Rita Ranch, where they have earmarked every single lot that says, hey, you know what? This lots are gonna be only for the Jarrell, and we're gonna go ahead and build the Jarrell there, whether you want it or not. That tells you right there the confidence that this builder has in the plan, and it tells you the truth that I'm telling you, that it is that popular of a plan. This particular home is definitely the #1, if you will, 2-story plan built by Scott Felder Homes. Love the niche right here. I'm very impressed. Having a niche in a secondary bath that size, very impressive. Really, really like that. As we leave this room, this first bay garage, if you got a small car, I'll be honest with you. If you got a small car, you know, one of those Tesla Model 3s or one of those kind of cars, hey, you know what? Great. This would fit a smaller vehicle. Mainly it might be used for something like storage, right? Let's be honest. We all need extra storage. You may not have 3 vehicles. This would be great for that, because I do believe this is a little tight for this 1 bay garage, but I wanted to show you that space right there. Now we're gonna go upstairs. Upstairs, you got a really nice game room, media room, 2 bedrooms, and as I mentioned earlier, a Jack and Jill bath and a powder bath. This particular home has 2 powder baths, one on the first floor and one on the second floor. But right here at the landing, this is definitely one of my favorite vantage points of this plan, is right here, standing in this corner. And as I pan right to left, take a look at this. Very, very impressive. Absolutely love this part of the plan right here, because it just feels like you're able to connect through all the different aspects of this home, literally in a singular spot. Standing at that landing, you can literally feel connected to the entire home. And I can't say that about every single home I walk into. This is really, really pretty. Take a look at this. I love this spot right here, where you can really see just the sheer size of the family room. And it is a phenomenal size family room. You already know how I feel about that dining room, but the family room itself, really, really nice. Love these 4 transom windows right on top. You can really see the canopy of those cedars and oaks. There are a good amount of cedars there, so if you're allergic, I want to make sure I mention that to you. But you got a really nice game room right here. One of the things that I love that Scott Felder does in so many of their homes, in this particular home as well, is all the main places that one would want to put a large TV, hanging a TV, like you saw in that fireplace, and like you see in this game room, and you're going to notice in the media room, is this right here. They've already done the center of your screen. They've already done all the electrical work for us, where we have the conduit. You have, I've seen in other setups, like in the primary bedroom, where you got RG6, Cat 5e already integrated within the plate, but it's just easy and it's clean, and you don't have to worry about making any extra holes. You know, everything's done for you, and that kind of value is hard to find, but quality builders are the only ones doing things like that. So you got really good little storage up here with this linen. Straight ahead, we have the powder room, and then we're gonna walk into these double doors that lead into the media room. But this is a really nice size powder room. You know, sometimes these powder rooms upstairs, they're probably small. Not here. This is a really good size pedestal sink, but a really good size powder room. And let's be honest, one of the parts up here that I absolutely love, and this would be my favorite spot, and I do apologize, this is a little bit dark. We only have one light in here and the sun's not out, but this is the media room, and you have plenty of space. I mean, this is a tremendous amount of space in this media room. Take a look at this. How would you set up your furniture in a setup like this? I would love to know. I'm gonna stand right here. This way I can show you all the different aspects of this room. Now, one of the things that's unique up here is as we go down this hallway, the last part that you're gonna see is basically those 2 bedrooms. So in the Jarrell Plan, this is very typical of every Jarrell Plan I've ever seen, is what you're seeing right here. On the other side of this wall is identical. So basically from here all the way, as I pan left to right, all the way over here, it is identical. You walk in, you have a closet first, then the bedroom, and then a large, long hallway that leads into the Jack and Jill. So the great thing is, if your kids really value, hey, I really want a large bathroom space, I want my own space, I don't want to share a sink anymore when I'm brushing teeth, if I got to shave, whatever, you have a it's not a walk-in closet, but you have a decent sized closet right here, not the biggest. And then you walk in over here, you got these really nice, beautiful 2 windows. I'm gonna stand in the corner. This way you get a really good perspective of just how big the room is. And as I stand this way, it's really gonna give you an idea because it is identical on both sides. Straight ahead is the other bedroom, and it is laid out exactly like this. So take a look at this. This is how long of a runway you have from here, from one end into another end. Right in the middle, you have a tub and a commode and a linen, but both sides, you got a really nice functional counter space, plenty of cabinetry like this right here. So this is really, really nice, really good space. And this is a staple, if you will, in a Jarrell Plan. So would have loved to see them take this tile all the way to the top. They did not, but this is a really good size bathroom area where it just feels big. You got this transom window. Literally behind me, you have a linen closet with the lavatory on the next side. And then as I walk through here, you have the second vanity for the Jack and Jill. So plenty of space within this large, long vanity. This is a really good value. So this particular home, I love this part right here. Anytime you have 2 windows like that, it really, to me, I love it for multiple reasons because I'm not forced on where I got to put the bed. I can put it on any side, and just like the natural light, having those windows at a 90-degree angle like that, I think is really, really great. So at the time of this recording, this particular home is available for sale. This Jarrell Plan, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 powder rooms. Up here, we got a media room, we got a game room, we have a study downstairs. As you know, we have 2 bedrooms down and 2 bedrooms up. You have 3,800 square feet. You got an outdoor kitchen out there that's literally everything's done for us in terms of the rough end for the sink. All the electrical outlets we would need, having that gas stub out. Mind you, location a little bit different, but this particular home is available for sale right at $922,000 at the time of this recording. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions at all about Scott Felder Homes or the Jarrell Plan. Would love to be a resource for you here on the channel, and would love to bring you more videos that I'm going to be doing every single week of new plans that are compelling plans that make logical sense, and I feel that are great investments. Just like this neighborhood, Riverstone, with a 1.82 tax rate. Look forward to bringing you the next video, and I hope this video brought you some value. Thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead.